So you may be a writer who has a completed manuscript and you've been thinking about which agents and publishers to go to, and you're wondering how to find out who the agents and publishers are. You may also just be wondering all sorts of things about writing and publishing, and this little bootcamp series I'm doing, of which this is lesson 24, may not have filled all the gaps for you. Well, there are places you can go. If you are in Australia, every state and territory has a writer's centre. In fact, Western Australia has 3. They don't always have physical locations, but they do exist online. There's also the Australian Society of Authors. Now, what all of these organisations can offer you is community, information, and also the opportunity to take courses. Courses that may help you develop your craft, courses at which you just may learn more about the business of writing, all sorts of things. If you're in Aotearoa, New Zealand, I believe there are also similar organisations for you, although not as many, obviously, because there aren't as many people. But there is support out there. So if you just Google your state or territory and Writers Centre, you will find your way to something. And I'm mentioning this because it may not be obvious to writers who haven't necessarily investigated what's out there in terms of information available to them. And if you don't know to Google your state and Writers Centre, you may not have found it. And that may seem an obvious thing, just Google your state and Writers Centre, but you have to know these places exist before you can Google them. Kind of. I guess that's how it works. Anyway, just trying to give you some useful information. I hope that if you are the sort of person who likes to join writer centres and groups and communities, that you find your way to one near you and that it proves to be a very fruitful exercise. Happy writing.